indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, welcome everybody out there to the annual reorganization meeting. It seems like we just did this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it like yesterday? Any public comment? Well, not from the one person in public there. Okay, the reorganization of the Board of Auditors is tomorrow, January 8th at 7 p.m. We're next meeting on Tuesday, January 15th at 7 p.m. The administrative offices for Doylestown Township will be closed for Martin Luther King's birthday on January 21st. And Christmas tree drop-off is your trees can be dropped off at New Britain Road, entrance to Central Park anytime between now and February 10th. Okay. Reorganization. I'm going to step down as chairman right now and see who else is going to next be chairman.
You need a temporary chair.
We need a temporary
and secretary.
Okay.
And secretary.
In my duty as temporary chairman, I'm going to solicit nominations from the board for the position of chairman for 2019. Are there any nominations?
I nominate Barbara Lyons.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody.
Are you going to
again.
return to your duties, or should I do vice chairman too?
Oh, no, you can do vice chairman
Okay.
too, okay?
Are there any nominations for the office of vice chairman of the board for 2019?
I nominate Rick Coelho.
I second.
Any other nominations? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations. Now
you.
I will cede the meeting back to the chair.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody, again, for your vote of confidence in my serving as chairman. I'm very honored, as always, to, represent Doylestown Township and this board, so thank you. Director of Public Safety, I'm going to, if anybody else really want to do it, but I think that should follow the position as chair, as always.
I agree.
I nominate Barbara Lyons, Director of Public Safety.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much. Okay, next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from December 18th, 2018. Everyone had a chance to review? Rick, are there any changes or corrections?
None at this time.
Thank you, Rick. Anybody else have any changes or corrections? All right. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from December 18th, 2018?
I move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent, thank you. All right. Next, proposed guidelines for supervisors, public meetings, and the chairperson for 2019. I trust everyone reviews this every year, and if there's any additions, changes you would like to make to these rules and procedures, feel free, because these were written a number of years ago. I think they stand the test of time, but there's always an opportunity for new ideas, and if not,
I had one comment on section D.
B?
D. As in dog.
D, designate
Dog.
board's area of responsibilities?
Yes.
Okay. We haven't gotten there yet, but.
Oh, I thought you were approving all the guidelines all at once.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry, I
no,
can
up
wait.
until, I'm sorry, up to D.
Oh, okay.
Like the chairperson, I should have said up to D,
Up to D, that's fine.
starting from C to D. All of C.
I move to adopt the guidelines as stated. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, now, and D. You have some comments on D?
Just one comment. In the last sentence, it reads, "The liaison has no vote on the board's, commission's, committee, nor is it appropriate for the liaison to express his or her opinions or personal beliefs." For myself, I know my interaction with my boards. I know, one, I get asked for my opinion and for belief, and I would suggest that we revise that to read, "The liaison has no vote on the boards, commissions, or committee, nor should the liaison try to influence any action or inaction of the board's, committee, or commission." So I would like to see the express
Yeah,
piece taken out.
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
agree with that
All
as
right,
well.
yeah, I'm okay with that too, because you're right, we are a little more influential than than this says
Yeah.
that we should be.
Yep.
Somebody answer the door, please.
All right, patience. That's E.
Do we need a motion to do that?
Motion to
Yes, yes, let's
modify.
do it.
I'll make a motion to change the wording as Ken's suggestion.
I'll
Okay.
second.
Who's taking the notes down? All right, did you get what?
You get it,
Do you want to
Steph?
restate it?
I can
Yeah,
send it
should
to you.
liaison influence or action.
Yeah, it should read, the liaison has no vote on the
No vote,
BCC,
right.
nor should the liaison try to influence any action or inaction
Right.
the BCC might recommend.
Got it.
Okay, good. So, did we call the question?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just aye. All right. Now, going through all the boards and commissions, let's just see if I guess we should just do one at a time. Let's just do one at a time. What do you think? Should we just do one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay, starting with Agricultural Security Advisory Board. Jennifer, you were the liaison in 2018. Do you choose to be liaison in 2019?
I do.
Anybody else want to do it? Hearing none, you're it. Bike and hike, Ryan?
Yep,
Yes for 2019?
yep.
Dog Park Advisory Board, Barbara Lyons, no. I'm kidding. I'll do it. Doylestown Township Municipal Authority, Rick?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Environmental Advisory Council, Jen?
Yes, please.
Okay. Friends of Kids Castle, Ryan?
Yes.
Good. Parks and Rec, Jen?
Yes?
Wow, this is easy. Pension Advisory Committee, Ken?
Yes.
Planning Commission, Rick?
You missed
missed
personnel.
Oh, Personnel Administration, Barbara, yes. Planning Commission?
Yes.
Public Safety, Barbara, yes. Public Water and Sewer Advisory Board?
No.
No for Rick.
I'll do that.
Okay, Brian? Okay, thank you. Roads and Bridges?
Yes.
Telecommunications Advisory Board?
I'll do that.
Jen?
Yeah, we'll switch that to Jen.
Okay. Traffic Advisory Committee, Ken?
Yes.
Okay, and Ways and Means, Ken?
Yes.
Okay, and not on here, but the ad hoc committee continues, building committee, ad hoc building committee continues, and Ken has been serving as the chair on that, and I have been on that as well, so we'll continue in that capacity. Unless anybody else wants to do it. That's
Yeah.
kind of in the midstream
Not
here.
now.
I'm not sure if this falls into this category, but the Parks and Recs and Open Space planning.
Oh, yes.
Well,
Advisory board.
And you were
I
kind
was
of
the liaison
liaison
for
to
that.
that, too?
Yep.
Well, yeah, I think that probably falls under Park and Rec, but
Yeah.
do you want to?
Isn't that just a subcommittee
Yeah,
under
it's a
Park?
subcommittee.
Yeah.
It's a separate committee that you form.
It's a subcommittee of Park and Rec, right?
It's kind of separate, but she's, as liaison, she would automatically kind of
Right.
fit into that, so.
All right, well, let's keep it as a separate
Yeah.
designation then.
Okay.
You know, so it's noting that that Jen will continue on as the
Yes.
Open Space Advisory Committee, Parks and Rec and Open Space. Is that we're up doing the,
The update of the comp
up
plan, yeah.
doing that, yeah. Okay, so let's approve these liaison positions in their entirety. Okay, is there a motion to approve what we've just said in their entirety?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Township appointments. Let's look at them all carefully, 1 through 19. Starting with manager, secretary, treasurer, zoning officer Stephanie, and ending with the traffic engineer Matt Johnston. All right, is there a motion to approve the 1 through 19?
Move to approve 1 through 19.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. Appointment to boards and commissions for 2019. Take a look, everyone, please. 1-5 on the first page, 6 through 17 on the second page. Oh, that would be page 6, and 5 and 6. There is we'll take Janine Mitchell out of the picture for a second. Is there a motion to approve 1 through 17 boards and commissions appointments for 2019?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And now Janine Mitchell was elected, so to speak, by the Environmental Advisory Council to be chairman of that Environmental Advisory Council for 2019, and I think it's suitable for us to ratify that with a motion and approval.
I'll move.
Okay, second?
It's a second, but with the recommendation in the memo, I think.
Should be 2019 with that correction?
Yep.
Thank you. Mr. Colella pointed that out to me earlier today,
Okay.
so thank you. All in favor of the appointment of Janine Mitchell to Chairman of the EAC?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and I think that's it, right? Did we vote on 1 through 17? Yes. Okay, now the administrative offices for 2019 are detailed there. Rick, did you have a chance to go through them all, and make sure they're the right days for the right dates and the right months and so on?
Yes.
Okay. You did? Really?
Yeah. I put it on my calendar 'cause I like to stop in at other meetings, and so I
And
put it on my
everything is,
calendar.
everything's correct.
When I'm not doing anything at home, I can.
You don't come to my meetings, how come?
Yeah, he doesn't come to my meetings either. Dog park.
I'm sorry. I will be at the dog
Don't
park
make fun of the
meeting.
dog
I will
park.
be at the next dog park meeting.
I got a nice thank you note from somebody on the dog park, personally addressed to me.
Was it a barkogram or was it?
All right, is there a motion to approve the meeting schedule for 2019 as detailed on page, in letter G on page 6 and 7?
Move to approve the 2019 meeting schedule as posted.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Nay?
Nay? Oh,
Because of the time?
Supervisors.
Okay. One nay. And the nay is due to the times of the board or supervisors meeting. Continuing objection. Paragraph H, designation of depository. Okay, is there a motion to approve the designation of depository? Any Commonwealth Bank of Pennsylvania?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Appointment to the Bucks County Tax Collection Committee. Representatives are Stephanie Mason, Ken Wallace, and I am the second alternative. Is there a motion to appoint?
I'll move to appoint.
Thank you. Second?
A second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. You see the delegates to the PSATs, whether you're going or not. These are the delegates. And we need one voting delegate. Who is?
Nominate Ken Snyder to be the voting delegate.
I second.
You have to accept it, Ken. You don't have to accept it.
Can I nominate someone else?
Are you saying no to it?
No.
Okay. So is there another nomination for voting delegate?
I nominate Ryan Mannion.
Do you accept? That means you have to go to PSAT.
I like Ken's vote. No, I mean,
No, you say no?
no.
Okay. Jen, guess what?
I don't know how I would
Be a
take
voting
that, Jen.
delegate?
I would not like to be voting delegate this year. Thank you, though, for the honor last year.
I will not be going to PSATs this year. Left.
I can't be a delegate.
Barbara. I wasn't planning on going to PSAT this year.
Stephanie allowed to vote?
Yeah, you let
She could be a delegate.
No, I meant a
No,
voting delegate.
can I be a voting delegate and not be a board member? Usually it's
I think
always
you
a
can
board
be.
member. I'm secretary,
She's the board secretary.
Well, if you can be, then you are nominated. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. If you can't be, bring it back to the next meeting.
I will
Okay.
contact PSATs and confirm.
Okay. If you can't be, then I guess I'll have to go throw myself under the PSAT's bus, the one that goes from the Hershey Hotel to the to the lodge. Okay, Resolution 2089, amendment to the fee schedule. Everything in yellow is new this year?
Yes.
Okay. I'd liked all the yellow stuff. Did everyone have a chance to review this? Can I just ask everyone to take a look at page 16? We have an issue just recently about use of courts. Somebody wanted to use the basketball courts for soccer, so that's an issue. And I suggested to Karen, and I chatted with her earlier today, is to put one of these yellow caveats in amongst this. And amongst the use of courts, basketball courts, soccer, and all that, to say that the courts are supposed to be used for their intended use, and any other use would be banned, and if you violate that intended use, that you don't get to use them anymore. So you're going to play soccer on the tennis courts and you were told not to, and you do it anyway, that you don't get to go back to the soccer courts, to the tennis courts. Did I just say that right?
Yeah, I'm just
I see what
curious,
you mean.
why would we ban it?
Because
say
you
there's
can't
no
you can't play soccer on a tennis court or on a basketball court because it ruins
Well, the cleats.
It ruins
The
the
cleats.
surface of the.
Well, they-
Can't we just put
I can't
no
imagine they
cleats?
would be wearing cleats.
No, they have. I mean, there's been a group that's been out there that was
Would you allow them
advised. And they
to
brought their
practice
own-
with sneakers?
No, they're.
Why?
Because it's
and
not
they
the,
brought-
that's
they
not
brought
the use
their
for the
own-
courts.
They also brought their own,
Karen's going to speak to this. Take a microphone. Anyone?
Leave it.
Court sports are designed for court play, and the court itself is designed for that. So as the different types of objects, like a soccer ball versus a tennis ball, hits the court, it has a different marring effect on the court. And we also have issue, not just in this case, but with athletic leagues taking it upon themselves to bring whole teams in. And it's not, which then we've also had situations where it has prohibited appropriate users from getting on the courts. So we've had this in place for a long time. I've had zero issues other than the handful of athletic league, and then this adult group that does not have a permit, does not have permission, doesn't contact us, brings wooden goals onto the courts, and it mars the courts in a different way than the appropriate court activities would.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah, that's fine.
So if that's okay, I would recommend that we add that prohibition.
Absolutely.
Courts should be used for their intended use, not for any others. And if you use them for something else, you're banned from them.
Absolutely.
Can you just stay there? Just a question. Can I ask other questions instead? Can we finish with that one? I didn't know if you were ready to move on.
Well, I know the chief had a comment to it.
When establishing or coming up with the fee that you've identified here, could you explain a little bit how you go about to determine what the appropriate fee should be?
Absolutely, I do a number of things, and every year I check against my colleagues immediately in the area where they're at, what they're doing. We all operate a little bit differently. Some are more invested in maintenance than others, and we look at what's going on in the area, as well as where is the break point. For example, you'll notice court fees went down a little bit. We have, to date, 0 rentals. So we're bringing them down a little bit to try to drive some rentals, and we watch what happens, where I get complaints, where I don't get complaints, and how we monitor that and try to keep an even keel so that we're not losing users, and also working to try to pick some new ones up.
Chief, you have something?
Yeah, the discussion about where you're adding this, that you're not to use it for anything other than the intended purposes on the fee schedule?
Well, it's also it's a code provision. It's just being amplified in the fee
Iterated
schedule.
here.
But that's where I mean, I've had the discussion, and this is going back a month ago, and I don't remember the exact wording of the ordinance itself, but I think I recommended at the time that the ordinance be reworded to eliminate this activity, because the way the ordinance, and forgive me for not having it in front of me, but the wording of the ordinance is ambiguous. You do permit certain things, but you don't permit other things, and this is not specifically restricted. It would be an enforcement nightmare for me.
We should make the correction.
It needs to, I think the ordinance needs to be modified to prohibit activities such as this.
I think, however, just for this purpose, because Karen, this fee schedule has throughout here, like you can't use a facility and make money off it, otherwise you don't get to come back. That's
I
what
get that,
So
but
there's some.
The point of the fee schedule is the activities that we're referring to, they're not making application to be turned down anyway. So your fee schedule's not going to change that. They're not paying a fee to use it.
Understood.
Not asking.
It's not going to solve the purpose.
Understood.
So maybe
I guess
can
we
put
have
that on
notes
the
that-
agenda,
Yeah.
to bring it to a head.
Yeah. Let's bring.
Before the season gets warmer and we have issues.
All right.
But I think there are enough caveats in this that adding one to use the courts as they're intended, otherwise you don't get to use the courts, is not that extraordinary from the rest of the caveats. I think
The
it
reason we
kind of
put them in the
fits.
fee schedule and put those notes in there are for points of clarity for people.
Right.
Putting
That
together
would
their
be-
packets or special event applications to help guide them.
What I'm hearing, though, is the chief's,
Chief's doing something else.
Right.
I completely understand what you're
Correct.
trying to do with the fee
Right.
schedule, but from an enforcement standpoint, the fee schedule does not help.
It doesn't help you.
Right. So it's adjustment of
As
the
long as we're all in
ordinance
agreement.
for clarification.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
Certainly.
Can we also consider adding without prior approval? That way, if they do something that's not specifically, the tennis courts are used for something outside of tennis, but is acceptable to our Parks and Rec department, that
Yeah.
they don't have to worry about it. So just
Yeah.
adding,
ordinance that if we have to
Without prior
modify
appro-
something, it is built into the Park and Rec ordinance that if we, the township, want to take on an activity or program or use, that we do that at our discretion under our supervision and guidance.
is there signs
Yes.
on the courts that said you can only use it for
Yes.
this purpose? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks. All right, so with that, we're going to, come back to that, to the language itself, but other than that language, is there a motion to approve the fee schedule for 2019?
I'll move to approve the fee schedule.
Second. All right, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, then we'll take a look at that ordinance and make sure it's doing what we want it to do. Can you get it to, I guess?
Well, let's get on the agenda next week so you can all talk about it and then get
Okay.
some direction.
All right, thanks. Sounds good. Resolution 2090, compensation for professional services. What the heck was that? Everyone had a chance to review this? We've got the township engineer through solicitor, lots of attachments to clarify hourly rates and so on. All right. Any questions about the Resolution 2090? Is there a motion to approve it?
Move to approve Resolution 2090.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then we're setting the mileage rate for 2019 at .58 cents a mile. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. And then designation of official holidays. I did not look at these. I assume that they're all. Everyone
slipped
had
a
chance to
couple in.
look
They
at-
slipped a couple in
I
on
didn't
you.
look to see
St.
what we got
Patrick's
going
Day
here.
and-
Goes from Year's Day.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve township holiday list.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Police Affairs Committee. Ken and Ryan, you served last year. Do you want to continue to serve, or does somebody else want to do it?
I'm happy to.
Yeah, I'm
Aye.
okay with it.
All right. Motion to approve the members of the Police Affairs Committee for 2019.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And setting the treasurer's bond at
You
3.
make the recommendation, the auditor sets the bond. You make the recommendation.
We're making the recommendation to set the treasurer's bond. Is there a motion to approve the recommendation to set the treasurer's bond at $3 million?
Move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any new business? No, still no new business. All right. Next meeting of the Board of Auditors is Tuesday, January 8th at 7. The next meeting of this board is Tuesday, January 15th at 7. We're going to be closed on January 21st for Martin Luther King's birthday. And Christmas tree drop-off is at the entrance of New Britain entrance of Central Park, anytime between now and February 10th. Anything else? Hearing none, we're going to take pictures. We're adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody. It's not a record, but it's pretty close.
Documents to be signed.
Enjoy your photo session. A little closer, you sit here.